some very distinct theoretical systems around, understanding the moment by moment interaction in the room. Different sets of terms, awareness, courage, and love, CFT, ways of understanding these things, ACT ways of understanding these things. And there doesn't seem to be any turf war. No. And it's a really lovely thing, like I can sit in the room and watch you work and I can think, oh, yeah. Perspective taking, like I'm watching a CFT, straight up CFT intervention. I'm like, oh, yeah, perspective taking. Oh, you could, do this. But there's no sense of or at least not that I've detected, much sense of competition in the sense of this model, wins or that model needs to win or anything like that. I just feel like there are, like you mentioned, psychodynamic perspectives. And when I was at Reno, I spent, several years. Well, one, I went out and sought out and found in the Reno area a psychodynamic supervisor who supervised me an hour a week for 3 years on the same client, one of the most horrific childhood sexual trauma histories I've ever taken in my life, and she supervised me for like 3 years. And I think when she first took me on, it was kind of like, what is this Steve Hayes behaviorist guy looking for here? And what I was looking for was not another theory, but I knew that there were some sensibilities and sensitivities that these psychodynamic folks had that I needed, that looked important and interesting to me. And so I did that 3 years of supervision. And then also the Mount Zion Psychotherapy Research Group in San Francisco, I was sort of their pet behaviorist for several years. When I was a grad student, I would go over there for their week-long spring institute. And they comped me in for like about 3 years. And then I would come back to Reno, to our behavioral lab and, talk nothing but, psychodynamic, psychotherapy for, weeks on end. To me, it was like, how can we, even if our theoretical orientation doesn't change, how can we let these perspectives kind of enrich us and inform us?
Yeah, that's a great story, and I relate to it on so many levels. I think it brings me back to the values and the frame of mind that we cultivate in ACBS as much as we can. As much as we can, we create a compassion-rich environment that invites an authentic pursuit of the alleviation and prevention of human suffering, unnecessary, and understanding its causes and doing something about it. That's like the definition of compassion embodied. I mean, that's what we're about. And there's such a minimum of turf wars and stuff like that. I mean, and an appreciation that we are humans. And so we will have and make room for human behaviors and everyone gets a seat at the table, within ourselves and in the community. And it's just been a really great, experience in the community and being a part of this exchange and transformation. I've just loved talking to you, Kelly. It's just a real joy. I feel like really fortunate that as a part of my day in the office, I get to have communication with such a wonderful presence and friend like you, actually.
Well, it's really
thank you.
Great seeing you as always. Please give my deepest, kindest regards to your beloved.
I will, and to your beloveds as well, man. All right, take care. See you soon. Thanks.
Bye now.